It's second Sunday at 롤랑가로스 as the showcase of clay court tennis reaches its midpoint, with places in the quarter-finals to be claimed. Stefanos Tsitsipas already has 3 Grand Slam semi-finals on his record, and he's ready to go even further here. Daniil Medvedev has followed up his first ever win on these courts with 2 more impressive performances and has been pleasing the Paris crowds. Serena Williams will be trying to book her 54th Grand Slam quarter-final spot. She first reached that round here in Paris 20 years ago. Victoria Azarenka was a semi-finalist here in 2015, and her return to the big stage was confirmed with her spot in last year's US Open final. Paula Badoza was the junior champion here 6 years ago and is now making a serious mark on the senior tour, taking her first title just a fortnight ago in Belgrade. A winning ticket into week 2 is the prize to be won on day 8 at 롤랑가로스 2021. As the late Audrey Hepburn said, Paris is always a good idea. She might have added, especially when you've got a day planned at 롤랑가로스. What a gorgeous day here in the City of Love. A gentle breeze, yes, but blue skies and an early summer warmth greeting the start of day 8 of 롤랑가로스, the moment when the tournament cranks up a gear as we enter the last 16. Sadly, one person we won't be seeing any more of at 롤랑가로스 this year is Roger Federer. The 2009 champion confirmed on Sunday that he was withdrawing from the tournament, saying that after 2 knee operations, it was important that he listen to his body. Federer was due to meet Matteo Berrettini in the last 16. The Italian now takes a bye into the quarter-finals, where he'll meet either Novak Djokovic or Lorenzo Musetti. Now, with 7 of the top 10 seeds gone, 15th seed Victoria Azarenka goes into the last 16 as the 4th highest ranked player in the women's draw. It's her first appearance in the 4th round in Paris since 2013. Across the net, she'll find the 31st seed Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, who made the quarterfinals here a decade ago. Your commentators on court, Philippe Chatrier, are Guy McCree and Tatiana Golovin.
Follow-up very good again from Pavlyuchenkova. This is so good to see her ball striking because, as we've been saying over the years, up and down in the career, but this is some of the best stuff we've seen in recent times from her.
Long, but Azarenka keeps on applying the pressure on that return, getting the ball deep. No, that she's flying, forcing that one big step instead of really the little footsteps, and a bit impatient there. And break point.
And Azarenka wasn't going to pass that up. A decent return into play, and Pavlyuchenkova cracks. Azarenka just playing the big moments a little bit better there.
Yeah, it's very, very precise there with that backhand, small steps again to really make that backhand cross court.
This sport is all about playing the key moments at your best, and in many ways Victoria Azarenka demonstrated that just a little bit better than Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova in what was a very tight set. She's edged it 7-5.
Playing behind. Solid there, solid point.
Isn't it how often when you fall love 40 down you just can't quite complete the recovery, and it's happened to Azarenka there, another double. Oh, she had so much ground to cover, of course, Pavlyuchenkova, almost there in time, not quite. Pavlyuchenkova gets her reward, and you've got to say one set apiece is about right for this one.
Break points, 2 break points for the Russian now.
Yeah, it's been the tale of this final set, hasn't it? Opened up trading breaks, and now more break points here. And it's Azarenka who breaks down there, and this time Pavlyuchenkova can convert a break point opportunity. Azarenka there, that second break point, that return at a peak, simply doesn't put that long. I mean, she probably nails the return there. Fatigue maybe playing a little bit of a part as well again in these last few points. Another error from Azarenka.
And she's looking up at her box, but I think the coach has left. Hasn't been back.
Pavlyuchenkova's a couple of games away now from this, from the big win. Russian does look the stronger here now.
What solid tennis to get these first 3 points. Can she get the last one?
Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova goes retro here in Paris. A decade ago, she reached the quarterfinals of Roland-Garros. She's back at that stage after a big, big win here over Victoria Azarenka. She's played a great match. She thoroughly deserves to return to the last 8 here in Paris.
To make quarterfinal of the Grand Slam, it's a lot of work, and there's still a lot of tough and great matches, four matches. So I'm just, you know, trying to be in the present and enjoy this moment. Like, I'm happy to be back, but of course, like in the past, I've done also other quarterfinals at the Slams and won some nice titles. So I don't know, tough to answer, but just try to enjoy this.
Sorana Castella was just 19 when she reached the last 8 at Roland-Garros back in 2009. Now, as she prepares to fight once again for a place in the quarterfinals, the Romanian says that the coronavirus pandemic has changed her outlook on life.
So, Sorana, what do you want to talk about?
Anything. I think anything that's non-tennis, it's always welcome. COVID gave me a different perspective on life. For me, it gave me a boost and a different mindset, and I've started to enjoy much more life. and see things a little bit out of the box. I'm much more relaxed than before. I go day by day and I enjoy the little things. Before COVID, I was with my tennis struggling a little bit. I couldn't find the rhythm. Then I had those 6 months where I was home, and first 2 months I did not even touch the racket. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to. And then I realized that I'm actually missing it, you know, and that I'm actually enjoying this sport. And I miss traveling suddenly. I missed packing. I think I realized how glad we are and how lucky we are to call this our job. I go out there and I enjoy. Like today, you know, I think it's amazing to have the crowds back. Then I actually rushed over to center to see Roger's end of the match for 2 games, so which I would never do before. It's a bit sad that in life you only appreciate things when they are taken away from you. But this is the human behavior and mentality, and I think this is the process that we have to go through life in order to mature.
When Kostya lost to Sam Stosur in 2009, her opponent today was just 11 years old. World number 85, Tamara Zidanšek, has already gone beyond the second round of a Grand Slam for the first time and is bidding to reach her first quarter-final. This matchup is on court Suzanne Lenglen. We join at the end of the first set. Your commentators are Sophie Amiak and Tamira Pasha.
You've got to be joking. That's incredible from Sorana Kostya.
I mean, look at that short split step, and then almost plays it with the left hand. I mean, the racket ended up in her left hand at the end of it.
That is absolutely beautiful what's going on here in this end of the first set from both players.
I'm not sure it was the smartest move to play it on Kostya's best stroke of the game, the backhand. See that fist bump hitting her chest. Really trying to get herself fired up for this first set point.
Well, they're both playing some spectacular points on the ad side, except when they have a chance to close this game out. Oh, it's just too good. I mean, the level of tennis has been like raised so much.
Just amazing, and look how quickly she's already set in position to execute that forehand. And that's a smart mix up there, going down the tee instead of going out wide.
I would say a pretty even match right now. 6-all, 3-all.
And
Nice.
that's her game style.
To push. Yeah.
To push, to keep getting her opponent off balance, to really play with that forehand, play aggressive, play those deep, heavy forehands. And that's a tricky part if you actually have such an amazing feeling off the backhand alley. I know it from myself that sometimes you just go for that down the line a little too often.
Oh, she misses it. Too eager, almost too close to the net. Absolutely amazing from Zidanšek. Oh my goodness. The degree of difficulty to hit that winner is so big.
For everyone that's watching this is not an easy shot to play.
And considering it is set point. That's out, and it is Zidansek after this wild forehand wide that takes the first set here on Susan Langland. What an effort from this Slovenian. You know, amazingly enough, when the clay season started, Zidansek had not claimed multiple wins in 11 out of her last 12 tournaments. And then she comes in here and is on the verge to getting to a quarterfinals of her first major. And that's a Cinderella story right here. Oh, this is just too good. Look at the reaction. This is a face that says, I believe and I belong. That's the way to fight it.
Zidansek has such great ability to play at the net as well, and I think that's one aspect of her game. Look at that forehand drive volley, closing in on the angle, putting the ball away, but I think she could really work on doing that a lot more in the future.
I agree. Great volley. Missed. Just wide. She knows it. Kirster very disappointed on that shot. And with that forehand landing wide, it is the first match point. She's done it. She's down on the ground. Her emotions are so big right now. Tamara Zidansek is, for the first time in her career, in her first quarterfinal in a major. Look at that smile. Well deserved.
Welcome back to Roland Garros, which is basking in glorious Parisian sunshine and enjoying some terrific tennis too. We return to Court Philippe Chatrier now for a battle of Southern Europe.
Cinquième mondial aujourd'hui, le grec Stefanos Tsitsipas.
Fifth seed Stefanos Tsitsipas had to come through a third round roughing up by John Isner to reach this stage. The Greek now looking to reach the last eight for the second time at Roland Garros. He's up against the experienced Spaniard, 12th seed Pablo Carreño Busta, who's angling for a third quarter-final in Paris. Your commentators on Court Philippe Chatrier. Still to come, it's Tsitsipas against Busta.